So in this game, I think I played pretty well, and okay, I was black, so let me change the board. And he started with the English, and I kind of replied with the caro-kann system. It looks like it, and what this usually goes into is like an exchange caro-kann, but I guess, well, the C file is open for both sides. I think for white it's supposed to be I have the open C file and he has the open E file, so it's like Carlsbad. And the positions that come through these, through this, what do you call it? This opening is usually symmetrical, and as you can see, it is. But my opponent played something that really just didn't want it to be symmetrical. Like, he played rook e1, which is a slight inaccuracy, I think, because he really just doesn't want a symmetrical position, and, well, rook e1 isn't a good way to do it. A better way is probably just, I don't know, not fianchettoing, but it's definitely not rook e1. So I played rook c8. He played a3, and I like this idea, which is knight a5. It wants to go to c4, and it attacks the b2 and a3 pawn. And in some cases, maybe not bishop h3, h3. And if he isn't really careful, maybe he plays something like, okay, there's no good move for black, I mean white, that can blunder everything. I can't think of one. But just say maybe he plays this, and this rook wasn't here, it was somewhere else. I could even take this. So say if the rook was on b1 without being captured. Knight takes a3 would be a threat too. And if he takes, I win a pawn. And that's not what happened, very obviously. And he played queen b3. And I would trade, because it's not bad. And knight h4 is not a good move at all. It's not active, and I guess he just wanted to push e4, but that wouldn't be a good move either. So bishop e6, e4, d takes, knight takes, and knight takes. Going here would be an interesting option too, but I wouldn't want him to come to g5 or c5. Although I would just take that too. But I chose knight takes c4, rook takes c1, and to be honest, I didn't see that the bishop was defending this, so I was really hoping he would play rook takes c4. So after rook takes c8, rook takes, bishop takes, and bishop takes. The idea being that if he takes this, I have rook c2, which is what happened, and I get a fork. And notice here I can't take this because he just takes. So rook c2, threatening bishop takes f2 and this. He played bishop e3, I took, he took, and this is about where he made his big mistake with knight h4. Try to find it after rook c3. I'm still pretty happy about this tactic. So I'll give you 5 seconds to maybe pause. Okay, so the right move here is knight a4. And you're attacking this, and there's no way for white to stop losing a piece. And the only move for white that can save his bishop is to play rook c7. Anything else will just lose immediately. But this one still loses. And here you can maybe try to find it again if you didn't see it in the first 5 seconds. So the right move is to play rook b1. And now the whole blunder of knight f3 is clear. I mean knight h4. Now you just take this, and you're using the fact that this diagonal is completely open, and you get a piece. He played f3, and it takes king f2, and the rest of the game was pretty smooth, but at one point I actually almost got a stalemate if I wasn't careful. And it's about here. Yeah, here. I was going to play bishop g6, which leads to a draw. It's a stalemate. Because I thought that he would have to go somewhere else now. His king would have to go to h3, but okay, that's huge. That's a huge blunder if I really did that. And, well, what really happened, and I mated him. So, I think the key points of the game were maybe rook e1, and he was just trying too hard to push e4 and get a asymmetrical position. And I played rook c8. I'm already explaining the game again. And the other main point, I think, was where we traded queens, and he played knight h4, which is not that great. And after e4, I did get a pretty big advantage. Not that big, but it's an advantage. And I like this mini tactic building up to the big tactic, which won the game. And yeah, here the intermezzo move counts a lot. If you play rook takes b7 right away, you don't get any fork. So yeah, rook b1 was important to notice, and yeah, I think that's all. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, like the video and subscribe. It's free. So yeah, I think that's about it. Bye.